On this episode of Garrett's Garage, I'm going to be showing you the process of changing your brakes and rotors on your vehicle. So the first thing that you're going to need is a jack. You're going to need jack stands, socket set, impact. Then you're going to need your rotors to replace the ones that are in there, the calipers, and your brake pads. You're also going to want some brake fluid because when we bleed the brakes, we're going to lose some fluid, so we're going to have to run that through. First thing that we're going to want to do is probably jack this up. Make sure it spins freely. Next thing that you're going to want to do, you don't want those ones. You want a decent sized jack stand. Now that the jack stands are in place, we're going to take off this tire with that impact. Once you find the right size for your lug nut, you can just start taking off your lug nuts. And you just slide the tire off. Set this up against the wall or something. And this gives you access to your caliper and your rotor. Our next step is to take these bolts out, these two bolts, and then we gotta, usually these things like to snap off, so we're gonna put a vice grip on these just so we don't strip this hex head out. And then just got to be very careful, because when you're twisting on this, it's going to want to break this off. Look it up. And these ones are not tight at all. Not bad. So for now, we're just going to try to just hit the caliper off. The pads will probably just fall. We shouldn't have to recompress that caliper unless in some other cases you're going to have to recompress that for putting it back on, but I'm just going to try hitting it off. Just give her a little hit. You just got to make sure that bleeder is up when you have this on. So now the first thing that you want to do is put this on to here, and then you can put these two bolts. Actually, no, don't do that. Put that on there. Put your brake pads in there, and then I'll show you how to put your rotor on, and then we can put this on. I got that bolt in there. It's not really that tight, but for now, you can just set that on there. Next thing you're going to need is some paper towel and some brake clean. Carb and brake clean are pretty much the same. Both clean things, obviously. It's out of here. Get this out of covering. And as soon as you spray this on, you're gonna want your paper towel ready and immediately take that stuff off. Otherwise it just soaks in there and then it's gonna squeal again. Use as much as you can. This mainly just gets all the grease off of there. This on. Now we're going to want to put brake pads under the caliper. Make sure you know which side is going on where. this vehicle, obviously this one goes here because of these two little tabs, and then this one goes on the inside because it goes inside the piston right here. You got all this lined up, your pads inside there, this cleaned, this on. Should be okay to put these bolts on, and then you want to tighten this bolt in the back. Don't want to tighten it too tight, otherwise it'll strip it out. Just want to tighten enough to where it stops leaking. Now that I got this side done, I'm going to put the tire back on and then move to the other side, and then we should be able to bleed the brakes after that. For the next step, we're going to need a 10mm wrench, someone to help you, and a little bit of patience, I suppose. So what you're going to do is your partner is going to push on the brake, we'll say till it gets hard, and then you push it all the way down, and then while you're bleeding the brake, which is that bleeder I was telling you about, which you're going to need that 10 mil for. So that right there, you'll need your 10mm. While they're holding the brake, you're going to loosen it, and then once the pressure's gone, tighten it. And once you tighten it, you're going to tell your partner to repeat that process. Well, actually, make sure your partner is holding down the pedal the whole time. All right, pump it. Okay, hold it. Again. Alright, yep. See how there's no air in that one? That's what you want. Before you're done, you gotta make sure that you fill it up with brake fluid. For this particular truck, the torque specs for each lug nut is 100 foot-pounds. So when you set your torque wrench, make sure it's at whatever your vehicle needs to be set. Well, that's it. I got both sides done. Got them all torqued down. Should be good. Hope this is helpful. Thanks for watching.